Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cincinnati Bengals. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
All right, let's go get it now, all right?
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell across the 30 to the 31-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down, it's Bell. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He finds some open field here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. Able to push his way through. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Let's go.
On third down, here's Bell. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Three and a half to go, first quarter. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give to Bell. And some room to roam now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they'll try the sweep with Bell. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Here's Bell. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal.
Now I wouldn't be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation, 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Here's Dalton. And incomplete here on 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence. that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And the Steelers set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. This is Bell on the dump off. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. And it'll be 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Vontaze Burfict. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Now the Bengals urging everybody to get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Dalton here from the gun. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
There you go, 368.
From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
There you go, 368.
The final act of the first half, Dalton, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick here is good. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. Dances by him. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And that's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
59.
It's Mixon on the counter. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Over here, over here. You're good.
Back to Mixon on first down. Fighting through. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From midfield here, Dalton. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Over here. Check. 59.
Again, here's Bernard. What a spin. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And now to the air, Dalton. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Yes.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. He finds Coleman, and he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. He's going to get it running right. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Snap came at 1. Now here's Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Please tell me this doesn't come off as snarky. But that's a relative chip shot. I mean, you've got to be able to execute that one. I don't care what they design on the other side about trying to block the kick. That should be 3 points on the board.
Yeah, we've talked about it before. If you're out at 55, 60 yards, low trajectory from here, you get that thing up, this should be 3.
Yeah, there's nothing routine in football, but this one really almost should be. Snap, hold, kick, ball through the post. Didn't happen that way.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Again, it's Bell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Roethlisberger will throw. He'll get this one to Switzer. Through an opening, and there he goes. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. Now Bell. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Back now in Cincinnati. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger keeps it, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And Dalton to throw. stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he slides to avoid the hit. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Over here.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
There you go. 93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On the ball! On the ball!
It's second down. Dalton looking. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They've become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Andy Dalton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And this is caught at the 8. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. Now a toss play to Bernard. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's going to get it running right. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bengals, if they can convert the extra point, will have the lead. Now the try here for the extra point. important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Switzer now to return. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42-yard line. Great return. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Trey Kirkpatrick, the cornerback, up to make the stop. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll go again with Bell. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They'll look to throw. Throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves because now you don't want to be so amped up that you give them a 1st down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now Bell. And room there to work it inside the 25. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it with Bell. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. And Boswell's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. Back to throw. Able to get away. Now a desperation throw deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 56 yards. And they are able to spike this in time. And that is going to set up a field goal try that one way or the other will decide this football game. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now this one's going to rest on the foot of their second-year kicker. He did have one blocked earlier. This time it's for the win. And no, wide left. It's no good. And a tough finish to this one. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Pittsburgh, a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.